Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I hope everyone's feeling alright. Welcome back for another single serving of TGC Glory. Here we have toward Reklev's 2023 World Champs deck. He is from Norway. He was a finalist. Took it almost all the way. But this deck was noteworthy. And if you don't know, in here we get a card-for-card replica of his championship deck. We get a booklet commemorating the 2023 World Championship. We get a pin, a coin, a deck box, a playmat / poster, and code so you can get all that good stuff in the game as well. Now here it says his deck is called Psychic Elegence because it seems he has nothing but psychic Pokemon, and obviously you have the 10 basic energy right there. So it says Pokemon TCG legend Tord Reklev's masterful touch is apparent throughout his Psychic Elegence deck. Its pieces built upon each other to form a powerhouse engine. From the early game to the late. I'm sorry, from the early game. Yeah, it's early. I just woke up. Support is provided by synergist and combinations. In this skillful strategy, Kirlia is more than a means to an end. Its refinement ability forms the deck's backbone, and it helps Gardevoir AX accelerate extra energy through discarding and ultimately taking control of the game. With a little help from Comeback Kid Iono, opponents can watch their strategy suddenly dissolve in Gardevoir's embrace. And here's a quick little snippet of the cards we're about to look at. And let's get into it. Now I'm pretty sure today might be the last day for Europe. I haven't looked it up yet because I literally just woke up and started recording this. So this is my groggy voice early in the morning. Let's see. Here's the man of the hour. Psychic Elegence Tord Reklev, second place in the Masters division. That's the finalist position he got. And let's just hop straight into this. Unless, here, I'll show you in case you haven't seen. One side is for new players, and the other side is for players who know how to play. Pretty cool. And oh darn. I'll make sure to redeem this code before I upload this video. That was just sitting there. But here we go. We have the pin. Beautiful Pokemon center pin. Well, I mean, it's legit, you know, it's a Pokemon product, not necessarily Pokemon Center. It is early for me. And the coin, which they always say is metallic, but it's not metallic. It's not metallic. I don't know why they say that. Okay, I take it back. This box doesn't say it's metallic, but there's many other ones. Like, okay, let's say this one. We're gonna open up this one, another one. Large metallic coin. And I bet you it's gonna be exactly the same as this one I'm holding right here. Non-metallic. It's gonna be plastic. Or are they saying this layer in the front is metallic? Whatever. Okay, so here is a cool Psychic Allegiance. Yokohama, Japan 2023. Toward Reklev's championship deck. Now, I do like. Ooh, look at the inside too. Damn. Always at the dopeness on here. Fuck. So yeah, I totally give this guy props because this is damn near close to the psychic deck that I had built for myself before I even saw this guy playing. So when I saw it last year in Yokohama, Japan being played, I'm like, yeah, you go. And when he almost won it, I was like, you know what? Yeah, maybe you should have had it like I had mine. Maybe you would have won. And see, first variants, I do not use Forest Seal Stone. You could pause and see that it's V-Star. This is one of the ones you would have to flip your V-Star marker to use. And Reversal Energy, sorry I skipped that in case you didn't see it. Let you pause that and read it. A very good way to get things going. Now, as we've spoken about this, if you're not using the Lost Zone, this is still a good way to get the deck moving. It says you can use this card only if you put another card from your hand in the Lost Zone. So you got something you don't need, don't want, not useful anymore in the level of the game that you're at. You've passed that point where that card's useless, boom, use the Lost Vacuum. And maybe you get one that you need. Super Rod. Heck yeah, Super Rod. I use Super Rod. Shuffle up to 3 in any combination Pokemon and basic energy into your hand. No, I'm sorry, into your deck. Yes. Oh, these are getting phased out, which are very useful for psychic decks, just like this one. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess just resort to those one of the Pokeballs, like an Ultra Ball. It says you can use this card only if you discard 2 other cards from your hand, and you can go in your deck and just find a Pokemon and reveal it, put it in your hand. Bada bing, got what you need. Get 3 of those in here. Rare Candy, yes sir, Rare Candy is very useful. Luckily it's not going to get phased out anytime soon, not that I know of. All the letter ones I think are going to be starting to get phased out. Oh duh, there's a letter on here. Well, they're on E, A, B, C. Last time they phased something out, it was D. So I guess the next one will be F. So Rare Candy will still be safe for a good while. This is G. Unless they start jumping letters. Oh, Level Ball. This is also going to disappear. Search your deck for a Pokemon with 90 health or less. Alright. And the reason why this Level Ball would be crucial for this deck is, well, we're about to get to the Pokemon and you'll see. This is also a Pokemon Getter card. Get you your Pokemon, 4 of them of course, and also E also will be phased out. No longer useful. Collapsed Stadium, not a bad card. It makes your opponent and you basically have to only have 4 bench spaces instead of 5. Artisan, once during each player's turn, the player may search their deck for a basic Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box. Yes sir. And another engine, as I like to call them, to get it moving, get your things moving. Discard your hand and draw 7. That's if you don't got nothing good. You got your boss's orders, always a must, 1 or 2, and the comeback kid, Iono. So the reason why they call her comeback kid is each player shuffles their hand and puts it into the bottom of their deck. If either player put any cards in the bottom of their deck, in this way each player draws a card for each of the remaining prize cards. So let's just say 1 or 2 of your Pokemon have already gotten knocked out. That means that your opponent only has 2 prize cards remaining. So if you use this card, let's just say you haven't knocked any out. You get 6 cards, they only get 2. That is very useful and hindering to the next player. Useful to you, hindering to them. And here's Manaphy. Take care of your bench. We have Mew. 25-year anniversary Mew. E. It's letter E. It's going to be getting phased out as well. This one's more for its ability. Mysterious Tail. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal an item card you find there, and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back in your deck. Yes, sir. Then you got Zacian V, of course. This one's a killer because once you add energy to it, it's 60 plus 30 damage for every other attack. Energy attached. And the Radiant Greninja is not looking so radiant. I'll show you what a real Radiant Greninja looks like. Which reminds me of a comment someone left. Not sure what age group it might be, even though I put my videos to be 18 and over. But someone said these cards are fake. And you're not wrong. But you're not right. But you're not wrong. Yeah, these cannot be used in tournaments. They can't be used to play tournaments. You can use them to play at home. And for that specific reason that I just showed you, they're replicas. They're not the actual cards. This is the actual card, and this is the replica. Now, for that reason alone, they're not allowed to be used in tournaments. These are just replica decks of, you know, champs, the moments in history that will forever be immortalized. These little pieces of cardboard, one summoned their 15 minutes of fame. Oh yeah, so if you're not familiar with these are the heart of the deck. So we already saw that they give us 2 Gardevoirs EXs. These bring energy from your discard pile, and you could attach them to any Pokemon you want. Alright, but every time you do, you put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon, which is 20 damage. Not bad. When you're getting your ass handed to you, bring out Zacian V when you have enough discarded energy. And how, you say, will you get there besides the lost? No, that's the lost. See, it's not even discarded if you use the lost vacuum. It goes into the lost zone, not your discard pile. So, don't do that. It says here, move 2 damage counters from each of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Dude, that is so cool. And here we go. Okay, we all know you need a basic in order to get to stage 1, and a stage 1 in order to get to stage 2. Here, Gardevoir is a stage 2. A lot of people don't like the levels that it takes to get there, but these are very useful. And unfortunately, I think, yes, Kirlia is gonna get phased out, so we're gonna have to find some way somehow to replace it. Most likely use one of those rare candies in order to jump stage 1, because in case you didn't know, that's what happens here. It says choose one of your basic Pokemon, and if you have a stage 2 card in your hand that evolves from that Pokemon, put that card onto the basic Pokemon to evolve it, skipping stage 1. Yes, so I'm thinking maybe that's going to be the only way, but we'll see. So routes. Switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon, and that's after you whip them with a little 10 damage. You got 1, 2, 3 of those, and they give you the slightly more useful basic routes, I would say. It says choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. During your opponent's next turn, that Pokemon can't use that attack. You have no idea how many times that saved me. Putting the 60 HP guy out there, you think he's gonna get knocked out right away, but when the other Pokemon's barely attaching energy, you know it's only gonna be able to use that one attack before he gets to the next. And that's in case, you know, they have 2 attacks. Like, for instance, Let's see here. No, we don't have a good example here. Let me look at my deck over here. Okay, so like this one. It's a bad example, but a good example because of the levels that I'm talking about. You gotta attach one first, of course, before you attach a second. So he will only be able to use this one before you can use this one. So, I mean, there's many other Pokemon that are like that. And this, you just pick the right one, they're gonna wanna use that one. Even when they have 2 attacks available, sometimes you can be like, you know what? That one is gonna keep me from just getting demolished right now. So keep them from using that one. Stage 2's ability, Refinement, is one of the biggest helpers for Gardevoir EX, which is hilarious because it's stage 1, helps out stage 2. What more perfect? How more perfect can you get? I don't know. But it says you must discard a card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. Like, bro, heck yeah. Boom, you get 1, 2, 3, and the 4th Kirlia, stage 1, just says search your deck for up to 3 Kirlias and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. I'm telling you, these were made for each other so perfectly. And they have stage 2 with the Shining Arcana. Unfortunately, this is getting phased out. This is so useful. It says once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy cards you find there to a Pokemon in any way you want. Put the other cards in your hand. Perfect. Like, dude, when you're talking about engines, this was one of the reasons why I had this combination. And not only because it's stage 1, basic stage 1 and stage 2, but also because they're so useful. I mean, the stage 1 Kirlia brings out 3 more of them. 3 more, just, oh man, that is just perfect. And of course, I didn't really mention these, but these are just backups. This helps you get a supporter card, and this helps, it's one of the ultimate engines. I have a Radiant Greninja in almost all my decks. And that does it for this strategy. You can see what took, toward Mr. Reklev, another immortalized name in the world of Pokemon. You can see what took him to the finals. Almost took the whole shebang. I hope you all had fun. And as you can see, all this good stuff that's coming up next. I haven't been medically diagnosed, but I'm saying I have OCD because I just couldn't bring myself to opening these when I didn't have all 4 images on the blister packs. I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing one. I should go get So next video, you're getting these. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.